fulfill my dream of driving a car? Will I ever be able to fulfill my dream? My dream looms like a mirage in the dust of the dusty city Firozabad.
What do you want to become in your life?
A motor mechanic. I want to drive a car.
Do you know anything about cars?
I will learn to drive a car.
Is there anyone in your family who drives a car?
No, madam. Our family belongs to the bangle makers families of Firozabad city. We are famous for bangle making, and our family considers it that since we are born to bangle makers caste, we should only do bangle making. And that is the most unfortunate thing for us. We are not able to have full stomach food.
So you want to change your profession?
Yes, because being bangle makers, we are not able to have enough money to have a good house, to live a comfortable life. My grandmother says that since we are born to bangle makers caste, so bangle making is our God-given lineage. So we should never break the lineage. We should continue our forefathers' profession. But I don't understand. Why should we? We do not get enough food. The whole family sit together to make bangles. Madam, please do visit our place.
Sure, Mukesh. Mukesh is a brave boy. I visited Firozabad and I saw the condition of the children who were engaged in the bangle making industry. I saw that children were working in dark hutments next to lines of flames of flickering oil lamps. Boys and girls sit with their fathers and mothers, welding pieces of colored glass into circles of bangles. Their eyes are more adjusted to the dark than to the light outside. If laws were enforced, these 20,000 children were out of the hot furnaces where they slog their daylight hours, often losing the brightness of their eyes. I saw that people are living in a very poor condition. The stinking lamps, the crumbling walls, ugly doors, no windows, crowded with families of human and animals coexisting in a primeval state. Children are far away from the light of education. Their minds are not enlightened. Mukesh's father was a tailor first, and then a bangle maker. He has failed to renovate a house. He has failed to send his 2 sons to school. All he has managed to do is teach them what he knows, the art of making bangles. And still, they think that they should always follow the God-given lineage. You know what the grandmother of Mukesh said to me?
It is his column, his destiny. Can a God-given lineage ever be broken?
Seriously, this is stigma of caste for which they think that since they are born as bangle makers, they will have to die as bangle makers.
Being born to bangle makers caste, we have seen nothing except bangles. In every house, in every yard, in every other house, in every other yard, in every street of Firozabad. Yes, spirals of bangles. Sunny gold, paddy green, royal blue, pink, purple, every color born out of the 7 colors of the rainbow. But, sorry to say, our lives are not colorful. My name is Savita.
Savita, this young girl, sits alongside an elderly woman, soldering pieces of glass. I just wonder if she knows the sanctity of the bangles she helps make. It symbolizes an Indian woman's suhag, auspiciousness in marriage. It will dawn on her suddenly one day when her head is draped with a red veil, her hands dyed red with henna, and red bangles rolled onto her wrists. She will then become a bride, A bride like the old woman beside her, who became one many years ago. She still has bangles in her wrist, but no light in her eyes.
एक वक्त शेर भर खाना भी नहीं खाया.
What she says means she has not enjoyed even one full meal in her entire lifetime. That's what she has reaped. Her husband, an old man with a flowing beard, says,
I know nothing except Bengals. All I have done is make a house for the family to live in.
Hearing him, we may wonder if he has achieved what many have failed in their lifetime. He has a roof over his head.
What to do? We don't have money to do anything.
No money to eat.
Seriously, we can't do a new work also.
Day and night we work for making bangles, yet we do not earn enough money to run our household. We are not educated also to go for a job. Years of mind-numbing toil have killed all initiative and ability to dream a new work.
We can't do anything. Generation after generation, people progress.
But for us, time has not changed. Little has moved with time, it seems, in Firozabad. But there is no progress for the people of Firozabad, the Bengal makers. We have been trapped into the vicious circle of middlemen who trapped our fathers and forefathers.
Really? What shall we do?
Why don't you organize yourself into a cooperative?
Even if we get organized, we are the ones to be hauled up by the police, beaten, and dragged to jail for doing something illegal.
Yes.
It's not like this always.
Then what? In Firozabad, we see this happening every day.
We have to get money from the moneylenders, and they lend money to our people at a very high rate of interest.
Yes.
Then when we finish producing the bangles, the middleman comes. He takes away the bangles and he sells at the market at a very high price and give us a very low price.
Therefore, we never get enough money to live a comfortable life, to send our children to school. Then, our children are also engaged in bangle making.
We are exploited. Our children are exploited. If we would have earned enough money to live comfortably, send the children to school, then our children would have had a better life.
Hearing them, I see two distinct worlds. One of the family caught in a wave of poverty, burdened by the stigma of caste in which they are born. The other is the circle of sahukars, middlemen, policemen, keepers of law, the bureaucrats, and the politicians. Together, they have imposed the baggage on the child that he cannot put down before he is aware. He accepts it as naturally as his father. To do anything means to dare, and daring is not a part of his education, which I see in Mukesh.
I want to drive a car. I want to be a motor mechanic. I will go to a garage and learn how to drive a car. I will be a bangle maker.
How can you go to the garage? It is so far away from our place.
I will walk.
Very good, Mukesh. Do you also dream of flying a plane?
No. I do not know what is a plane. I never saw one.
I know, Mukesh. Few aeroplanes fly over Firozabad. You try to achieve your own aim in life.
If you like the video, then please like, share, subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubt, please ask